Alright, hi guys. We're going to practice graphing lines, but we're going to do lines that are not in our usual y equals mx plus b format. We're going to look at lines that are out of order. And what I mean by that is, what if I gave you an equation of a line that was 2x plus 3y equals 9? Well, I know right away that it's a line because it has x and y. There's no x squareds because if I had an x squared then I'd be thinking it's a parabola. So there's none of those. And there's no absolute value symbols with the straight lines like this because if there was it'd be one of these V graphs. And since I know I don't see either of these, I don't see any of this or any of this, I know it's got to be a line. The only problem is it's not in order. So what I'm going to do to fix this is I'm going to move things around. I'm going to take the 2x and move it to the other side. Make it a minus 2x on the other side. So I'm going to have 3y equals a minus 2x and a 9. So negative 2x plus 9. And then I'm going to get rid of the 3 with the y by dividing by 3. And I'll divide the whole other side by 3, an entire fraction on the other side, to get rid of it. Which means I'm going to have y equals negative 2x divided by 3. 2 doesn't divide by 3, it's a decimal. So I'm going to leave it like a fraction. Negative 2 divided by 3x plus 9 divided by 3 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. That's the rule I'm going to put on the graph. Once I turn it into that, no problem. I know I'm going to go up to 3. So 1, 2, 3. And that'll be my starting point. That's my b, my y-intercept. And I know I'm going to be going rise over run down 2 over 3. So minus 2, so 1, 2 over 3. 1, 2, 3. Down 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And I can do that a few times, just enough so that I actually can connect my points and draw a line. So I'm going to connect my points, draw a line through them, make it look like this and this. And some of the important parts on my line is my y-intercept, which is right here at 3. So I can circle that. Another important point would be to make a triangle, a growth triangle, slope triangle. And if you look at our triangle here, it goes down 2 over 3. So I can label that. I could write over here that m is equal to negative 2 over 3. And b is equal to the plus 3. That's the mx plus b. And that's all the important parts from my rule and my graph kind of connected together there. And I've got a nice graph made up now, ready to go. So if I wanted to change this up and do a different example, I could do the same type of problem, so new problem here, but I could put an inequality sign in there. I could say take something like, how about 2x, how about minus 2x? Minus 2x plus, I don't know, 4y is less than or equal to 12. I want to graph this thing. So again, it's another line, but it's out of order. So I'm going to move the 2x over and make it a plus 2x. So I'm going to have 4y. 4y is less than or equal to plus 2x and 12, so 2x plus 12. I'm going to divide the 4 away. On both sides, divide by 4. And I'm going to get y is less than or equal to. And I'm going to get 2 divided by 4, that's a decimal. So I'm going to leave it as 2/4 x. Plus 12 divided by 4 is 3. And now I'm ready to go do my graph. It might be a little nicer if you want to simplify this fraction. 2/4 is really 2 over 2 times 2. 4 is 2 times 2. So I see a power of 1 that I can get rid of. So I could really write this as y is less than or equal to 1/2 x plus 3. And it'd be the same thing. And I'm going to put that on a graph. So I'm going to set my graph up. I'm going to draw my xy axis over here. And this is a graph that's going to start at plus 3. So it's going to start up here at 1, 2, 3. If I go fast, pause the video, you can kind of catch up. You can pause it and draw your graph. And it has a growth of 1/2. So it goes up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. But now when I draw my line, this thing has an inequality symbol. It has a less than or equal to sign. So equal to tells me that the line is going to be solid. So I'm going to connect it with a nice solid line because of that equal sign. And I want to figure out my shading, so I need to test a point. I'm going to test something like 0, 0. So I'm going to write test 0, 0 because it's always such an easy point to test. And I'm going to put it in the rule and see if it works. So I'm going to put 0, 0 where the x and y's are, and I'm going to have 0 is less than or equal to 1/2 times 0 plus 3. And this is a quick and easy one to solve because 1/2 times 0 is 0. So I have 0 is less than or equal to 3. Pass or fail? Is 0 less than 3? Yeah, pass. 0 smaller. So since this passes, I make it dark. And really what it tells me is when I go to draw my graph, where the dark spot is, I can do all my shading. So this is going to be my graph. All of this. And I'm good. And that's what it looks like. So graphing in a different form, all you got to do is move things around. So it says a y equals, or a y is less than or greater than. And you got your answer.